And we're back. I'm really enjoying this game. I know I didn't play very long last time. See how long I go on this playthrough. Okay. Texture not load. I wanted to.
I had a dream about you. In my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside.
Interesting.
Envoy, what can I do for you?
Green materials. Did I sell both those? I did not mean to do that. Offhand item. Get rid of that. It's unique. These don't get upgraded. So these boots.
This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the grinning Balrog.
You saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing. Any
I need lockpicks.
Absolutely sure you know what you're getting into?
I came here, didn't
Just stand there.
Now,
Come in.
will you do the job?
Balrog's always hustling. Sit down. What do you want?
I'm interested in what you know.
If you want information, I've got it. Just a matter of what you'll pay for it.
Alright, what can you tell me for this?
I hear there's trouble out in Thirdborn. They're blocking the roads off, and they won't tell anybody why.
What else?
It's getting more expensive to bring produce in from Fjord. Whatever's going on, that doesn't bode well.
Just items. What? Alright, we got a lockpick. Open this chest. Lots of nice stuff.
The hunters set that up as a way to earn some extra coin.
You're a brave soul, Uncle. Oh. Going to take on the ogre? Tim. There ain't many ways into that camp from what I've heard. You might want to consider trying to find them.
I always thought they should move to High Market. Then
You
they'd
there.
make enough to eat.
Are you just going to stand there and gawk at that body all day? Damn this city. Every...
Ah, I've seen worse. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're free to pass through the gate now.
A watcher.
Surprised they'll let us walk out of here.
Same as they just killed me. I have a stash, don't I? We can upgrade these two. Let's see what we can do. Shit goes way up. Oh, it's upgraded. Damn. Nice. Okay.
Listen, this is something I never thought I'd have to ask, but can we talk about you coming back from the dead?
We can talk, but I don't fully understand what happened either.
To be honest, this would be weirder if you did. All I know is that you were very dead for a while.
By the time I got you to Liviana's, I don't think you had a pulse. You certainly weren't breathing.
You must have spent 20 minutes as a corpse on one of her cots before you just came back.
What did you see while you were gone? What do you remember?
From the beginning I left my body, my soul is poured towards Adra.
Watchers say souls can linger between this world and the beyond for a time.
They're drawn to Audra. That's why it's so common in animancy equipment.
That makes sense. I've seen Runid talk to them a few times, almost in a trance. What happened next?
My soul traveled through the beyond, a part of it anyway.
The beyond. That's the realm of the gods, of souls.
It was beautiful, full of otherworldly light and sound, a place of pure essence.
Well, that sounds kind of nice. What did you see there?
I encountered someone in the beyond.
Wait. Someone? Who was it? Or what was it?
It's the same voice I heard in the Audra and the Strangleroot.
Well, that's good. Imagine how much worse this would be if you had two cryptic entities clamoring for your attention. So, someone is reaching out to you from the beyond. They saved you from death, and now they want you to free them from wherever they are. Do you trust them?
I'm suspicious. If they're imprisoned in the beyond, I have to wonder why.
Even if you wanted to leave them there, I get the feeling they're not going to leave you alone. Well, even in the land of the strange, you have had the strangest experience I've ever heard of, and you haven't even left on shore. That's quite a feat.
I don't know if it's a good thing.
Me neither. So, this whole time you were in the beyond, and then you were just sent back.
There's something you want to ask? Just ask.
Do you think there's a way to bring people back from the dead?
Animancers have tried to unlock the secrets of the soul for centuries. No one's found a way to do that.
That doesn't stop them from trying, I guess. Still, thanks for humoring me. You must be tired. I know I am. Hopefully that Watcher Runid will have some answers for us. For now, let's get some rest.
Why is the soul plate called the Dream Scourge, anyways?
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Like mine?
No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first.
What can you tell me about Paradise?
It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
You don't seem to think much of Paradise or the people who come here.
Don't get me wrong. It's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
It's an ultimate proving ground, a place to see what you're made of.
The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
What was it to you?
Oh, little of everything. Rawatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be, If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
But a deer's changing things, isn't it?
That's what some fear. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
That's all. Good night.
Enjoy the ocean breeze while we're here.
The wood echoes, strangled suffering. We knew this creature.
You can speak to me in my dreams too?
The Adra hums beneath the moon. The bear, the rot in the heart. Did its beauty sing to you?
The bear up and down? I suppose its death had kind of a beauty.
Wilt, then grow again. What gleams cannot be a monster? We wish you had not killed it.
The bear was sick. There was nothing I could do.
Cull the sickness, clear the rot. Kill one to save the other. Still. Violets and the stars. We wish for both.
Alright, what would you have done?
Birth into rebirth. Growth into life again. Beauty without end. Must all we love turn to ash? Can we not save it?
What we love becomes a monster. We have to kill it.
Even if... No. We should not question this. Mercy like a knife. It hunts all of us. God, mortal, beauty. Sleep now. We ponder.
Wasn't there supposed to be a cartographer around here?
Interesting. Fuck me.
Thanks. They should thank you.
Okay, there's 2 ways to get in there. Oh. What does it say about the... Okay.
Reminds
he's
me of
10.
the Maritime Navy's punishment for desertion.
This guy is over here. Okay.
Weapon's not doing the job. Behind you.
Guess we better run. I think I can buy an upgraded weapon. Actually, I'm gonna do is try and kill this dude over here.
Coming in hot.
The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago, but
left plenty of rulings to remember them by. Oh, don't! Next one's mine. Over here! Your armor's too weak here.
Oh, I need motion. Pick this up. Alright, we gotta get out of here.
We'll get him next time.
Alright, well, I guess we'll go talk to the ambassador.
No signs of a struggle. Looks like misadventure to me.
A pleasure, envoy. I'm Aldrich, the bounty master of Paradise. If it suits your fancy, check the board for work. The dangerous kind. Some more than others. Speak to me when you've got something to turn in.
How'd you become the bounty master of Paradise?
Hey, someone had to take the job. Ensuring that these threats to the good people of Paradise are eliminated is my way of helping. I guess I consider it my first steps down a long road to atonement.
I'm sorry, did you say atonement?
Apologies, friend. But that's none of your concern. I left there for a reason. And now I'm here. And that's all you need to know.
I'm ready to collect.
Show it here. Good. Too many good men and women died because of that bastard. May he face Magran's fires in his next life. Be safe out there.
You there. You look like you know your way around... hello. I heard what happened. I see why you'd want to protect yourself. Probably because I made them. Or most of them, anyway. I've already been paid for them. If Walter happens to stumble onto them later, what can I do?
Oh, damn. I don't have enough money for that. Iron chunks. I should buy all these.
Step right up. I can tell you need more fire in your life. Or maybe more essence.
Please buy something. I'm trying to prove a point.
And that point is...
My sister, the blacksmith, she doesn't think this will work out. I say she's wrong. Why keep a dagger under your pillow when you can use a ward stone instead?
I thought you and the blacksmith looked familiar.
Because we're twins. She may be older, but that doesn't mean she's right about everything.
Let me see what you got. She is a spellcaster. You got unique shit.
Yeah, so close. But what's the point? Oh, you are a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us.
Are you drunk?
No, of course I'm not drunk. I'm an alchemist. You should know, this place is heading quickly into a swamp of madness. Even the plants and the animals feel it.
Trust me, I've been neck deep in madness since I arrived.
I would say, welcome to the living lands, but things have gotten even stranger lately. Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and fauna, but it wasn't meant to be. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today, but I suppose the gods had other ideas.
A recovery potion, I assume. I imagine the awakened Adra would be difficult to get.
Awakened Adra has already failed me. No, I have the misfortune of requiring luminous Adra for this experiment. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra have not delivered it, and they seem to be avoiding me, as if they fear my wrath.
Luminous Adra is very hard to find, unless they could afford to buy some outright.
Which is impossible. Yes, I thought so too. But they offered a very sensible deal and swore they had a supplier. Certainly seemed honest to me. My friends must have lied. Or they got the Adra and they lost it. I can't imagine why else they would be acting so strange about it.
A trained animancer might know where to find Luminous Adra, if you know any.
Interesting that you think I'd name names while talking to the newly arrived envoy from Adir. But yes, Adelgund, often by the western gate. She knew some animancers, and she might know something. Hmm?
Tracking out unscrupulous smugglers is our specialty.
I'd be very grateful. I know it looks like I'm crying, but it's from the acrid fumes I inhaled earlier. Hmm? Any luminous adra will do, he said, as if the stuff were falling from the sky.
Oh. Illustration.
Godlike. So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strangle root, right?
Where'd you hear that?
Well, the conversation went something like, "Did you hear an Adiran envoy was killed at the gate?" What? Really? Yes, a godlike. She saves the ambassador from the strangle root. And so on.
Oh, you didn't answer my question.
I'm sorry. That came out wrong. I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand?
What does the Valiant care for some unlikely adherents?
Oh, heroic and observant, huh? Joking aside, I know this seems strange, but they helped me out when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor.
Alright, what do your friends need help with?
Galarde. Lawfled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of adherents. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an adherent in the city. Now they're everywhere.
The Emperor's made the living lands his priority.
That's all very well for His Highness, but it was trouble for my friends. Anyway, with all these adherents coming in, Lawfled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adherents in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink.
They make herbal remedies for such things.
Exactly. And the required herbs grow in the wilds around Paradis. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the Adiran envoy, for the hero who braved the strangle route, I'm sure it will be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Many thanks, envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork.
Certainly you could do that part yourself?
No. We had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes.
Noted.
Thank you, envoy. God bless you.
here. Gods, am I glad to see you. You've got some god looking out for you. Wish that Sawbones would hurry up. Wow, it's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs.
You need me to find you a healer? I've just met one, Liviana.
Is that the lady who brought you back from the dead? Tej, the ambassador's secretary. He told me you got sniped the second you walked through the gate. Thwack! I couldn't believe it. I mean, talk about getting off on the wrong foot. Anyway, don't worry about me. The Sawbones is going to escort me to the clinic any minute. And I'm not exactly in a hurry to see him. Not until I get help from my brother.
If Adir's medics are anything like Rawatai's, we'll hear your screams from 3 blocks away.
Oh, good. That'll be a lot of fun for everyone.
You look like a bear tried to have you for lunch. What happened?
My brother, Cadman, and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and gods. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. No place like this. I fear for their lives, Envoy.
I don't think I've heard of you.
We don't make it to the High Crown Court much. Something about dirt on the throne room rug. We mostly operate out of the Cartographers Guild. At least it's cozier than the soldiers' barracks. And they let me copy their maps. Most of the places we go aren't as treacherous as this temple, though.
Say no more, I'll go after.
Gods, do you mean it? I can't thank you enough. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass.
Anything else I should know?
We went there to talk to a man the locals call the Oracle. He's a godlike of Aethys, if you can believe it. The Oracle is said to possess a holy relic that belonged to Aethys, a part of the god's Titan body. This Oracle, I don't know if he's dangerous, but he's supposed to carry a sword full of diamonds. I'll probably never get to see it now.
Well reported. I'll see.
Especially my brother, Cadman. Don't forget him. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.
Envoy, is it really you?
Yeah, you tried to have me off.
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
Disoriented, lightheaded, my pulse is racing.
And yet you rallied your spirits and reported for duty. Your dedication is admirable.
But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Captain Cynric said you have a missive for me from the Emperor.
Here you are, Ambassador.
Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation.
His Majesty is concerned the Crown's efforts in the Living Lands could be jeopardized by the Dream Scourge.
With that, I have better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become. both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles.
You're referring to how I healed the Adra and the strangle root.
Well, not to mention your abrupt and untimely death. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
Assuming it's not already here.
Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire.
I assume those are the people responsible for my death?
Your instincts do you credit. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
They seem to have it out for us specifically. Do you know why?
Something about a labor dispute gone wrong, I think. The Steel Garrote got involved, and it turned quite ugly.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have a strong aversion to being told what to do.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the living lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice.
Sounds like she's the one who's really in charge around here.
We both report to higher powers, but hers are less forgiving than mine. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the living lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise.
I'll consider him. Thanks for the recommendation.
I can tell you're skeptical, but remember that you're an outsider here, and a lot of Kith aren't exactly thrilled to see so many Adherents in their midst.
New weeds, a new beast in the tall grass. Predator or mate?
As you've seen firsthand. You could use some local help, especially if we really are after Paradisans.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another.
I could figure that out myself. Just point me towards the nearest lab.
I'm sure that a scholar of your prestige is more than capable of self-diagnosis, but time is of the essence. Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
My colleagues at the Imperial Archives are never going to believe this.
You'll have tales aplenty, that's for certain. And a long tapestry of battle scars. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Oh.
Wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober.
An interesting day, so... Well, I'll be chomped by a Zaret queen. You're that godlike from the docks.
I get that a lot.
I bet you do. I bet you do. I can't believe my luck. Nothing all year, and then boom. Interesting strangers just falling out of the sky.
Have you seen a crew of dwarven smugglers by chance?
As a matter of fact, I have. Indeed, a young dwarf and his crew stopped by. Seemed agitated, like they were afraid of someone.
You know what they were looking for?
They were asking where they could find luminous Ardra, of all things. Can't imagine what they'd needed it for. I said they were most likely out of luck, but I might know somewhere they might find some if they looked hard enough.
It's very rare outside the Deadfire. I've only seen it once or twice.
Well, well, you've done your reading. You're exactly right. Not long ago, a group of animancers looked to carry out some experiments into teleportation. They carried their instruments and a healthy supply of luminous Ardra to the island of Castel's Folly. It's possible there's some still there.
You're a Darren, if I'm not mistaken, but you seem to know a lot about animancy.
Me? Oh no, I know better than to tread on that side of the Emperor's laws. I just knew some people at one time. Long ago. They asked me to join them in the experiment, but I've made enough mistakes to know how to avoid a big one. Question, why are you looking for those sailors? Did the Valian captain send you?
We just want to make sure they're okay.
The folks you're looking for are probably getting themselves killed searching for Ardra that probably isn't there. I can tell you wouldn't listen to me if I warned you not to go to Castel's Folly, so I wish you luck.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make sure that wouldn't be found.
Envoy, got a situation over here. Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
We can talk later. What am I dealing with?
The same thing we deal with every day. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through.
I'm gonna lend an extra pair of hands.
Find anything?
I'm still looking. She has explosives.
Find anything?
This grenade doesn't feel very legal to me.
I knew you were hiding something. You'd better have an ironclad explanation for this.
I don't know anything. Someone's trying to set me up.
Thanks for the help, Envoy. I think I can handle it from here.
Been okay. These Lillians.
Nothing to see here, Envoy. The situation's under control.
What situation is that?
I caught this waste of life mugging a protected citizen. I just did what came naturally.
I thought all Paradisans were protected citizens.
These things happen from time to time. Inquisitor Ludwig understands. I assume you do too.
I'm afraid I couldn't pass judgment without having all the evidence.
Now that's what I like to hear. I leave you to your job, and you leave me to mine. You understand what it takes to maintain order. We're going to do great things with you around.
I'm not saying violence is never the answer, but she's a little too keen to deploy it.
Paradise is getting more dangerous by...
Envoy?
So, you're the one... Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of Makul. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
Won't let anyone talk to me like that.
Just watch. This'll be good.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adiran Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Duktek Dragu Sakasapt Jitule. You wanna talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
You know, Marius, do you think we should step in?
Marius can handle himself. Of course, if you're bored, we could always start something anyway.
Your friend looks like he has us well under control.
I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
think I like this guy.
Wait until you get to know him.
Oh, I can feel it. Gods. You.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person.
I need to find some assassins, and Kai tells me you're the best one for the job.
I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them.
Won't they have cleaned the area since then?
The assassins wouldn't go near that place anytime soon. And you don't have to worry much about people cleaning up in this town. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
I'll have to use a grenade for that.
What's going on back there?
No one's come to claim him. I suppose I should see one.
There are spells. Now,
Keep your helmet on.
I wouldn't go up there, stranger. That's Sparrowhawk territory. Hail. I take it you're new to these parts? If so, you're going to want to heed my advice. Up these stairs is the Pearl District. Ever since the Sparrowhawks took over, it's become a right deadly place.
Why should I care about these Sparrowhawks? Who are they?
A group of smugglers. Vicious killers, the lot of them, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they went with the Pearl District.
A number of artisans actually support these piles of Stelgar dung, if you can believe it. They see them as a beacon of independence, resisting your countrymen.
Thanks for the warning.
Oh, watch out for their leader. He's a big, mean bastard, that one.
How big are we talking? Even Marius is a big, mean bastard compared to you.
Never heard that before, but I'll take it.
Says you, fish man. Can you believe the cheek on that one?
You tell me about
Thal, the Taskmaster, they call him. An ogre, if you can believe it. Only seen him once, myself, and I hope it stays that way.
I met a few reasonable ogres in my travels. They're not all hotheads.
I hope you're right. We'll see soon enough, eh?
Aye.
Adherents ain't welcome around the Pearl District.
Mind yourself.
God, got a real ugly mug.
Smile and be yourself. Or...
I suggest not spending much money on this stuff. Leather bags travel a lot better.
Wonder who he crossed. Doesn't take much out here. Those are the papers the Adiran refugees are waiting for.
How'd you get through me? Watch your back. Or don't.
Unspent companion points. Oh, it expands the wheel.
One moment.
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
Unseen, unheard. Guess Adiran discipline doesn't apply to pest control.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. The apothecary might know more. That's where I'd look.
Seems like a good place to start.
Assassin was ready for me. I wonder what that tells us.
It tells us they were hunting you. Whoever did this takes pride in their work. They made sure this stuff would kill you. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
Show me what you got.
To your left!
Stay down.
Everybody all right? With any luck, your assassin will be as bad at hiding their tracks as they were at making sure you stay dead. Beware. There's probably 1,000 spiders in there.
Firing guns in this game is so satisfying. Medium armor. It's a shortcut. Wait a minute. Interesting. Interesting.
walk in, give her the letter, and go. You don't have to say anything. The letter will do the talking for you.
You seem nervous. Is something wrong?
Sort of. Maybe you can help. I was seeing this girl, Nasha, down at the bathhouse. I'm sure it was just business at first, but we fell in love. I haven't been in a while, though. And the thing is, I've met someone else.
She works at the bathhouse. It's always just business.
That's what everyone tells me. They just couldn't see what we had. I wrote her a letter, but I'm too cowardly to deliver it. If you're headed that way, would you mind giving it to her?
Courier work is usually a paying job.
Right. Of course. I can pay you. I'd pay anything to not feel so guilty.
It's a deal.
Thank you. I used to wonder why no one talked about this. Now I understand. Nasha should be working right now. The place is called the Mermaid's Den. It's the big one with the balcony.
Would you look at that? We were heading over there anyways.
If you get lost, look for the mermaid mural. You can't miss it. And here's some coin for your trouble.
High Market, a haven of opulence in an otherwise nice city.
The adherents have come quietly. They will not take us by force, but with rules and charters. They will steal our city from us.
Well, this has its own.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
That sun's a shot. Might be worth taking a look.
Welcome, welcome. I was hoping you would drop in. You're back. What have you found?
I found Guillermo. He's dead, but his map of Donshore looks complete.
I warned Guillermo about those Zaribs. It was Zaribs, wasn't it? Oh, on second thought, don't tell me. Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn up soon.
How about the supplies you've got for sale? Oh, we don't want to go that way.
Let us in. And sweetheart.
I told you, we're closed.
Not for us, you're not.
What's a man gotta do to get his needs met around here?
If you think we'll roll over after you steal from us. Not you, too.
Are these two bothering you?
I can handle them.
This girl thinks she's gonna keep us out of the bathhouse.
You might own half the district, but you don't own the mermaid's den.
We'll see about that.
You don't like it? Take it up with your second in command. He's the one who stole from us.
That's a load of...
I knew this was Jago's fault. This isn't over.
Sorry. This district used to be a nice place.
You mentioned they're stealing from you?
The Sparrowhawks always got along fine with us, and then they, I better not talk about it. Juliana told us to be discreet. She's inside. If you want to help, she can give you the details.
A lady who needs help, how can I not?
You have no idea.
If you'd like to be useful, I could use another drink. If you'd like to be useful, I could use another drink.
That's the apothecary.
Oh, huh. Aren't you the outlander who died in the streets? How are you? Gah, it doesn't matter.
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
You seem to like beating up on little guys. Want to take a run at me?
Listen to me, dead woman. What happens here does not concern you.
Oh.
Walk away.
The insults. Are you in league with those rebels who killed me?
Ha! You Adirans always think everyone's out to get you. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already. This is getting tiresome. I wasn't really gonna hurt the apothecary, but I'm really, really gonna hurt you.
I'm gonna feed your soul to my imp. How's that sound?
Bullshit. I don't see any imp. And besides, they don't eat souls. Do they?
Stick around. Find out for yourself.
Hey, boss, maybe we shouldn't. Fighting a godlike seems wrong somehow.
I knew you'd gone soft. We'll settle this as soon as I'm done here.
Settle you got!
Get him, boy!
Swine. This time, you're gonna stay dead.
Hard enough.
I need a minute.
That's a rock. A rock.
Let's see what you got. Back on my feet. Can't believe they're dead. It's over.
Oh my god.
Envoy, thank you for dealing with those miscreants. There's a plague on these streets, and they are a symptom.
A gang of bullies shaking down honest folk seems more like the cause to me.
It's no more dangerous here than anywhere else. It's just that monsters here have knives instead of fangs.
You even killed Thal, the biggest, baddest of them all. The Sparrowhawks are gonna come after you.
Not if they know it's good for them.
They don't. That's the problem. You don't have to come to my defense. No one sticks their neck out for anyone in these parts.
What do you know about this?
Poison? Let me take a look. Wait, I recognize that from my wares. It's oil distilled from Santa Torre, a berry native to the Living Lands.
Marius Kai, what do you know about Sanatori?
Just that it's supposed to act quickly, and that you shouldn't mess with it if you don't know what you're doing.
So don't, under any circumstances, mix it up with moonberries.
And before you ask, I can't tell you who bought the poison. If word got around that I was ratting my clients out to the adherents, it'd be the end of me.
If your clients are killers, your reputation will be the least of your worries.
Damned if I do and damned if I don't, then. The truth is, I never saw the customer's face. They wore a hood. A monk's cowl, I believe. But I can tell you that Sanatori is used in religious rituals. Prophets and seers will do anything to leave their bodies.
I certainly left my body for what it's worth. Your poison was effective.
Well, at least that's some encouragement.
If you want mystic types, you want to go visit the Temple of Andra. Probably the only reason you'd want to go there.
On the other hand, Claviger Amond was cozy with plenty of mystics and oddballs. We could check out his estate for clues.
Go past the Hightown Gate to the north, then follow the road eastward until you reach the statue of Andra.
Before I go, what can you tell me about these rebels?
Look, most Paradisans don't like the adherents. We've been here for generations, and we knew how to handle our own. Adir changed that, and not for the better. Some of us have been more wronged by Adir than others. Well, wronged by the Steel Garrote. They're a minority of Paradisans, but they're willing to kill to strike back at Adir, even at an Imperial envoy.
You got Adir in order in our chaos. Some people don't like being forced to follow a new set of rules.
I hope that I've been able to assist you in some small way. Good luck in your investigation, Envoy.
A poisoner from one of the temples. So much for the gods working through miracles and mysteries.
I heard something. Hey!
Here we go.
Just take out our leader?
Whoops.
Well, that was fun.
Back for more, Envoy?
Seems like you want to keep stuff like that in the warehouse.
I need 3 lockpicks for this one. No! I wasted that grenade. Wait. Oh. Oh, she's over here.
This is not the way I ever expected to get into the bathhouse.
You're the one who took down Thal. You know how to introduce yourself.
I didn't realize I was introducing myself.
Oh, but you were. You're the talk of the town, Envoy. Everyone wants to meet you.
Word spreads fast here. Noted.
I like to keep myself informed. In my position, you never know when you'll have to rely on it.
One of your workers said you had a problem.
And she sent you to me. Smart girl. All right, since you're all business, we can skip the small talk. The short version is, I'm out of some supplies that should have been here days ago. I'd hunt them down myself, but I don't have a firm enough hand. I need someone with more authority. Someone, well, someone like you.
Supplies that's specific.
Come now, a lady has to have some secrets.
I won't pry.
I had a feeling we'd get along. The local strongmen, the Sparrowhawks, got a hold of the shipment. They must have thought it looked valuable. Unfortunately, they were right.
They're still around? I thought I killed their leader.
You did. Unfortunately for both of us, his lieutenant, Jago, moved in.
When you say valuable...
Valuable enough that I can't reopen until it comes. If this goes on long enough, my workers' lives could be at stake.
Ah, let me get it for you.
Go to the docks. Their lieutenant runs one of the warehouses there. He'll probably keep it close.
They may not like me take it. They may not let me take it quietly.
I leave that up to you. Just don't mention I hired you. I have a reputation to maintain.
All right. This is probably a good place to stop. So the areas are area 1, 2, 6. All right, till next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.